And when the original L Word aired, I was in a relationship with the woman, but not out.
I was 19 years old when the original show came out.
We would watch the L Word, but I was in a place where I couldn't really appreciate it.
My friend, who is also gay, she used to go rent the DVDs and tell the woman at Blockbuster that they were for me, as though the woman at Blockbuster would like give a oh, I don't know if I can curse. Can I curse?
I think I identified with anybody on the show. I wasn't in that community. I wasn't those people.
I was coming up then like as a writer, a young writer in New York, and it changed everything for me.
A decade later, and the L Word is back on Showtime. So much has changed since the original show premiered in 2004. Americans can get gay married. Out LGBTQ humans hold elected office and are running for president. And the number of folks who identify as queer has shot up. All this gay rights progress didn't just happen. It was the result of a long, hard fight, one that included breaking barriers on TV. When the show originally aired, it was something truly remarkable. It was a show by and for lesbians.
Girls in tight dresses who drag with mustaches.
But the L Word also owed a lot to the pioneering gay TV characters that came before it.
I'm gay.
Shows like Will and Grace introduced audiences to what gay people with agency actually looked like.
This guy, let me tell you.
They were welcomed into homes, they laughed, they cried, and they showed people that, hey, being gay is okay. And while these characters showed a window into a certain kind of gay culture, the roles were pretty limited. And then, networks saw what could happen when LGBTQ audiences flocked to a show. For example, Glee.
Which included obviously several LGBTQ characters, but also for Glee to be as big of a hit as it was, it really made several other shows kind of more willing to follow in its footsteps.
Kiss one another.
Fita, Special, Steven Universe, Pose, all these shows created by queer people began to spring up. They reflected our community for everything we are. And people who identified with these roles, queer actors playing queer characters, actually began to get cast, and also not. Despite the progress these shows brought, queer characters are still showing up as tropes. Gay best friends, evil villains, sexual deviants, and sissies. And they were buried and buried and buried. But as networks began portraying queer people in more positive ways, gay audiences proved they would show up.
If a network is willing to like give a bunch of queers this much money to go shoot a story about a bunch of queers, it sends a very clear message that like you are worth it, we are worth it, like our stories are worth, funding and being told, and that there's a huge audience for them.
In 2019, a study showed there were 433 queer characters across all television shows. A huge leap from the 129 when the L Word ended.
And I think that is parallel to kind of the story of the L Word and the reboot, because we know that the reboot is inclusive of a lot more identities than were in the original.
So our writer's room is extremely diverse. It reflects the cast. So we have first-generation immigrants, second-generation Latinx, we have Black women, we've got trans guys, like everybody that's in the cast is pretty much in the room. My job really is to like set up Noah's Ark and then like sit back and just listen.
There's no one person that has to hold the mantle up for this one thing.
The original L Word represented only a small portion of our community. With Generation Q, Hicks and Ryan are hoping for something different.
I've talked to a lot of young people that are in the community, and they're hungry to see themselves on TV, to feel like it's normal to be who they are, and to feel valid, and to feel like they can be who they are with in kind of a safe space. And I think this show will give them that.
In 10 years, there's gonna be some 30-year-old punk who's sitting across from me at my desk being like, you got it wrong, let me try. And I get to be like, okay, like you do it.